Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and I'm joined by the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Meredith Crutcher's in for Kim Dixon, and Lisa High.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. I'm
so
happy to
glad
be here once again.
Yes, we like it when you're here. You help to keep us calm. We're a little bit crazy. Like a voice of reason.
She is the voice of reason. I love that.
I try.
Yes. Okay, we got a lot to talk about today, but Susan, or as I like to call her, Susan Big Deal Mills, because she is so amazing, always doing so much in the community, especially with your autism tribe. Susan, you're going to be featured tonight on television, on another television network, but it's with your autism work. Tell us a little bit about that.
So they have a special autism forum. So Kelsey Starks is moderating. There's going to be a panel of us that are from different facets in the autism community. So a few shout outs, Dr. Gregory Barnes with the Autism Center in Louisville, Dr. Marissa Toomey with UK, Melanie West, Tina Bojanowski, she's a state representative, Scott Brinkman, a former state representative, Tanya Sturgill, and myself. And we're going to be talking about all things autism. And so it's on KET at 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
So check it out.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. We're always so proud of you, Susan. You're just doing all the things.
Oh, thank
very,
you,
very
love
proud
bug.
of you. All right. So the Kentucky Blood Center is going to be offering free movie tickets for blood donations. So if you donate between the 26th and July 5th, you get tickets. I love this. You know, we had our friends from the Blood Center come just a couple of weeks ago talking about how the need was so high, and they're always giving free swag away. It's like, give a little blood, go have some fun.
You know, and you know what? It's been effective for them because especially summertime, they need all the help they can get to get people out there. So hence here we are talking about it, encouraging folks to go out, but also you get free movie tickets.
Yes.
So hey, let's do it.
Everyone loves a good incentive, so I'm here for that.
Yeah, so I still haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Need to go see it. I'm like,
Here's your chance.
So you can go to the Blood Center on weekdays from 9 to 6 and on Saturday from 8 to 2. For more information, you can visit their website. We put the info up on the screen just a few seconds ago. So really, really good. And then secondly, a group of Lexington leaders needs your help to honor unsung heroes in our community. So the 2023 Leadership Lexington class, which is a group of professionals that get together every year to learn about the city, to learn about each other, to network, and then they always have a class project. And so this year, their class project is to have this awards banquet for all the folks in our community who are making a difference. So think nurses, teachers, social workers, police, firefighters. They want you to nominate one of these folks or more to be honored at the Lexington's Unsung Heroes Ball. It's going to be on August the 5th. How cool is this?
I mean, they should be inundated with entries into this because there are so many unsung heroes.
They have a couple of dozen, and they have 7 awards to give out. So really, really get out there. You can go to their website. It's Lex Heroes Ball. I believe it's .org or lexheroesball.com. We had it on the screen. Don't trust my brain. Look at whatever we put on the screen. It's lexheroball.org. Thank you. And you can go and nominate somebody because, gosh, I was talking to one of my social worker friends the other day just about the types of cases they see, the places they have to go, the things they have to deal with, especially when they're dealing with small children. That's the kind of work that we don't even hardly want to think about, and they do it every day.
Yeah.
It takes a village, so it'd be nice to honor somebody from the village.
Yes,
Publicly,
exactly.
like we can say thank you, you know, all day, but just to be publicly recognized, it hits a little differently.
Yeah,
it does.
It
You
definitely
know?
does. It definitely does. So everybody, those are the things that are in the talk of the town. So be mindful. Let's give some blood. Let's nominate some unsung heroes, and then let's watch Susan.
Learn something about autism.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming up after the break, some people age faster than others. It's not just your imagination. We'll explain.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Springfield Meats.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a 0 or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, free over-the-counter healthcare items, free groceries with a healthy food card, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Plus, extra benefits like more access to care with free transportation and WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-877-281-9602. Now, that's 1-877-281-9602. WellCare, Medicare done well.
Hi, this is Joseph with Rapid Fire Home Buyers. Do you have a house that's costing you too much time and money? Maybe a rental house, an inherited house you don't know what to do with, or the house you're living in that you just can't keep up with. We buy property in any condition and any price range all over the Southeast. Sell your house as is for cash with no repairs, no fees, and no commissions. If you're even thinking of selling your house, before you call a realtor, give us a call for a free cash offer. Call 859-695-3875.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Hey y'all, welcome back to the show. I am Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team, and Meredith Crutcher's in for Kim Dixon.
Yay! Love Meredith.
Okay, girl, are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's time for the countdown convo.
Let's do it.
You hang out with us, you got to talk about crazy stuff for 6 minutes.
There could be worse things, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. There could be worse things, or maybe not once you hear today's topic. Okay, let's get the clock started. First up, aging fast. Okay, so have you ever met someone who looks really, really good for their age, and then someone who's the same age and looks not a little older? Well, there's some science to this. Evidently, your external age appearance has a lot to do with how you take care of the inside of your body. We've hinted at this, but now the science says it is so. In fact, we actually do age differently depending on how we take care of ourselves. So instead of focusing on beauty creams and makeup, the best way to look younger is to focus on the inside.
Yeah.
Say the scientist.
I think everybody knows this, but we would just rather fix it like later on the back end instead of doing something preventative.
Yeah, it's like reactionary, you know, like tomorrow, after I have a heart attack, that's when I'm gonna start eating salads, you know? Like you can always look at someone and be like, oh, you didn't eat enough salads, or you had a lot of fun when you were younger, you know?
It's true. Well, you know, I know a thing or two about aging, and
we all do.
And I can tell you right now that it hits you like a tsunami the older you get. It really does. And hopefully you've taken care of yourself. I think to me it's a good balance of everything, though. I think sometimes we get so focused on one area, and that's where we put all of our energy and efforts. And it should be kind of spread out. Exercise, you know, eating healthy, all of that. It just needs to be, you need to be spreading it out, and it needs to be consistent. That's the key.
That's the hard part.
I know it's very hard. I know.
Well, Lisa, if you are what an aging tsunami looks like, bring on the
Bring
rain.
it on.
Again.
Just a hot mama over here.
Oh, wow.
Agreed.
Okay, up next, crypto love. So there is nothing like meeting someone who thinks you are smart and funny and good looking and showers you with compliments. But beware, if those compliments are followed by the question, do you invest in cryptocurrency? Y'all, there are a whole group of scammers out there who do nothing but prey on you through dating websites and your DMs on social media. They pretend that they're into you, that they think you're amazing, that they think you're cute, and then when they have your trust, they offer to help you invest your money in cryptocurrency. And some people have lost their entire life savings, and there are thousands of these scammers on the loose. Unfortunately, they've slid into my DMs, you know? Like there was this really, really good looking guy, and I was like,
They always are.
hi, hello, and he was like, oh my God, you're so amazing, you're so smart, intellectual, blah, 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 blah. So he's talking to me for a couple of days, and then like out of nowhere, do you invest in crypto? And I was like,
it was like the record needle.
get somebody else to do it. I was so upset.
Sherelle, this makes me so angry. It really does, and I hate this. I mean, there's just predators everywhere. We were just talking about how they're preying on our kids. They're preying on us. They're preying on the elderly. They're everywhere. I feel like everything is fake. Like, I can't trust anything, especially online. That's how I feel.
Right. I always think if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter like what walk of life you're in, like whether they want to do the hey baby, like hey sexy, by the way, here's your crypto. This is the case in point. So just this morning, as some of you guys know, like I went to Mayo Clinic last week, and my husband posted this thing about, you know, my breast cancer risk or whatever. So someone from Israel sent us a message this morning saying, so by the way, you know, we have this program that you can, you know, pay money for, and you know, I think they had 2 followers on Twitter. They're from Israel, but it's just like, you know what? It's like they find something
where you're vulnerable.
Yes.
Where you're vulnerable, where you really have a lot of emotion tied to it. Same thing with the books. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on.
And you know, it's a numbers game with these people too,
Yes.
because not everybody, a lot of people are going to call it like it is. But the more that they reach out to, eventually they're going to get that one person that does say yes or does do the crypto or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing.
It's crazy.
It's a shameful game.
Everybody, if it seems too good to be true, like Meredith says, it probably is. And if he's being too sweet and then wants to know about your coins, say no.
Say no.
All right, so last up, I really enjoy the Fast and Furious movies, like Vin Diesel, Jason Statham, The Rock. I mean, what's not to like? But I'm not sure I would want to live in a Fast and Furious movie, so I'm a little weirded out about a new law that goes into effect Kentucky soon. Senate Bill 96, which passed this most recent session, regulates street racing. So I think the goal of the bill was to help control the illegal activity that's already happening with people racing, but I'm like, no, I don't think that's how you do it. You say stop doing it, not let me help you do it. Is it just me? Am I wrong for that?
No, I'm opposed to street racing. However, I would like to say that the speed limit on New Circle Road could be increased by maybe 10
Yeah, it's
miles
just
per
not
hour.
enough. It's not enough. I do worry about this going on in residential areas and neighborhoods because that could be really dangerous. And, you know, people work all hours of the day and night. We have places to go, and I don't want to be, you know, passing somebody that's flying.
So part of the law is that you're supposed to apply for a permit so they can shut the roads so then people can do this.
Even worse. Even worse.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Even if this were to happen in our city limits, I mean, the noise alone on these cars and motorcycles and everything is so loud. Like Doug and I in town, we live close to Richmond Road and on the outskirts heading out to the interstate, and you can hear it. It's at least a mile away from our house. It sounds like it's coming right through our bedroom window when they're racing on that road, and they're doing it illegally and whatnot. But they do it all the time, and it drives us crazy. The noise is super loud.
So needless to say, we will not be out there being flag girls for the races.
And they're not racing Camrys either. You know, they're driving loud cars.
All right, we got the bell. We're just still talking. Sorry, everybody. Stay with us. Coming up after the break, acclaimed artist Wiley Cottle joins us at the table. Woo. I couldn't say that.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Next, ET, an HGTV couples home tour.
Welcome in.
Christina and Josh Hall spill the ET.
Do you actually enjoy being on camera with me?
The short answer is no.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 36.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. This weekend only, shop 4th of July doorbusters up to 50% off. Or pay 0% interest for 60 months with no down payment. Don't miss it. Friday through Tuesday only at Ashley.
Summer's here, and that means it's time to celebrate. Who can pass up classic Franks for $6.99, 12, 24, or 30 count? And fresh, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, now $1.39 per pound. Home-style ground beef patties are only $14.99 per 5-pound box. Macaroni and cheese is just $9.99 for a 5-pound tray. And Bush's baked beans are only $7.99 for a 7-pound, 5-ounce can. So no matter what you're celebrating, Gordon Food Service Store has you covered.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Cool nights start at Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale. Right now, you can save $500 off new mattress arrivals like the Tempur-Breeze. Plus, pay 0% interest for 60 months. For better sleep and better savings, visit your local Ashley today.
Name this little rock and roll legend.
Lupe Fiasco.
The comedy game show where Grandma knows best.
Empire State of Mind is performed by what rapper? Jay-Z.
Kelly Ripa hosts. Generation Gap premieres Thursday on ABC.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm Sherelle Roberts. We've got the Let's Talk team at the table, and we are joined by artist Wiley Cottle. Hey Wiley!
Welcome to the table.
Thank you.
So glad to see you. So listen, folks, if you have driven around Kentucky, you have seen Wiley's art because he is a mural artist. He does canvas. He paints on clothes. He paints on bottles. I mean, your stuff is everywhere, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
My favorite piece of your work is the mural at Crankenboom in Lexington. One, because it's ice cream. Two, because it's gorgeous.
Thanks.
What made you start focusing on mural art?
Yeah, when I was in college, I used to do a lot of chalk art. And that really just got me interested in just large-scale art in general. And then I used to work at Kentucky for Kentucky, which they sell, Kentucky-themed T-shirts, and they wanted some murals of their logos around town, and they were like, Wiley did chalk art in college, maybe he could do a mural. So I started doing murals that way, and then, I just got inquiry after inquiry, and then here I am.
Here's my favorite. So this is the Crankenboom one. So, I mean, how did you even get up there to do that? Like,
What's crazy is when I started doing, murals that required, like a lot of height, I was like, how do I go about getting like something to lift me up? So I went to go, look at like Sunbelt rentals, and I'm like, can I just like rent a lift? And you can. You don't even need a license. They just like drop one off.
Wow.
Good to know.
It's actually really, right? I was shocked too. They just drop it off and say, here you go. And I'm like, okay.
That is really crazy.
Yeah, right?
Drive it.
So where do you go, Wiley, to like get inspired by your art and for your art?
Yeah, I mean, it comes from so many different places. I love to listen to music and just see kind of like what imagery comes to mind. I actually just took a little trip out of the country just to kind of get inspired by older artwork. I went to Italy, and I feel like my style has changed a little bit even just since then.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know, my inspiration comes from so many different things, just things I see on the internet. I feel like just recently I've kind of developed my own personal style of something I call organic repetition, which you can see on this sweatshirt I made.
I love that. That's
where I just
awesome.
love repeating, bright, bold, colorful things over and over. I think that's so satisfying to look at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's our show, bright, bold, colorful things.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Over and over every day.
What's your absolute?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jinx. Jinx.
Go ahead.
I was just curious what you thought might be the most significant reason for your success.
Yeah, I think it's honestly, I love utilizing the internet. I love filming what I do and then showing people the full process. I think, the end product is amazing, but seeing how it all comes together is so fascinating to see, in just 60 seconds. And that is so important when you're, starting out as an artist to, just really put yourself out there. And that's the best way to do it, because what we're all doing at home at night, watching TikTok, Instagram Reels, and it is just so fascinating to watch people make something.
It really
and
is.
I think that's how I got so successful in the beginning. And now that kind of built a following, and now I'm successful in other ways. People are just there to see my work on huge buildings and look up who's the artist who did this. So But it definitely started with just filming everything I do.
Okay.
What's your favorite mural that you've ever done?
I think it might be at the Grove in downtown Lexington.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite too. It just they really embraced that mural and transformed the space around the mural too.
Yes.
So it just molds right into the scenery of downtown Lexington, which I really love.
It's dreamy.
So
It
if
is,
there,
thank you.
If there are any little ones who are watching our show and they're like, I want to be an artist, or I can kind of draw, but maybe not the best, or yeah, Mom, get me a lift. I want to go.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to young, artists who are just coming up?
I just keep doing it. I drew all through school. I doodled on everything. I doodled on my homework. I doodled during class because honestly, it helped me listen to the teacher when I was like using my hands. And that's how I really, developed my skill. And even if you don't grow up to be an artist, it's so important to just foster creativity. Because you can use creativity in anything you do.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree with that.
Well, Wiley, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for your art. It makes the city more beautiful.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. Thank you. Everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, if you ever wanted a Barbie dream house, your dream could become a reality. I'll explain after the break.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Call Morgan & Morgan for the people.
You deserve to say yes.
These are my results. I am so happy.
Yes to confidence.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Yes to a new shape.
Look what Sono Bella did for me. Do you see this?
Yes to a new you.
I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I have the flattest tummy that I've had in 25 years.
I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-273-9096 or go to sonobello.com.
Bad credit, bankruptcy, or just bad luck? Come see us at North Broadway Auto Sales, where we guarantee everybody rides. North Broadway Auto Sales is Lexington's largest buy here, pay here lot with the cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs you want and the financing you need to get rolling again. We've got over 100 cars ready for tax time and no credit check required. Visit North Broadway Auto Sales on New Circle Road and leave here today in a top quality pre-owned vehicle. Turn your luck around. At North Broadway Auto Sales on New Circle Road, everybody rides.
Welcome back. It's time for What in the World is Trending, and Wiley Cottle is hanging out with us because...
Yeah, thank you for letting me stay.
Yeah, we've got to talk about something artsy.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you are our resident art expert today. So, Barbie's dream house, like the real life one, not the little plastic one that was too expensive so I couldn't get it.
That's what yard sales were for.
It is for rent. You can rent this. Check this out. You can rent this house. It's got a pool. It's got like 3 floors. It's got bedrooms with all kinds of different themes.
I want it. I'm grabbing my luggage. I'm going.
Girl trip.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Do you think that we could get our general manager to finance a trip for us to go?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Content is king.
Content is king.
Incredible. I wonder, I see all these little props in there. I wonder if everything in there is functional or if it's just a plastic representation.
Oh,
right. Either way, I mean, it's still so cool to look at.
Like the jacuzzi where you had to press the button really hard to come on.
Yeah. I was watching the Barbie movie, like Architectural Digest, and it's Margot Robbie, and she's walking on the pool because the pool is just like epoxy or something. So I think this pool is real.
Yeah, this pool is real. I only feel there's only one thing I don't like about this whole thing. So it's Barbie's house, but evidently Ken is the one renting it out.
Oh.
Wait, of course, it's always that way.
Freeloader.
Ken, get your own house.
Is he renting the car or the Jeep?
I don't know. He
as
probably
well?
slid into Barbie's DMs like, hey, you want to invest in crypto?
Barbie's the one with all the jobs. What does Ken do?
Who knows?
Yeah.
He rides Barbie's coattails.
He keeps house.
That's right.
And then
That's right.
Skipper. What happened to Skipper?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that the dog or the sister?
That was the sister.
Oh.
The dog.
I don't know the dog had a name, but
Skipper is like the Jan Brady of the Barbie world. Who cares?
you're exactly right.
Bless her. Bless Skipper.
I had the weird Barbie though that was a cowgirl, and she had really big blue eyeshadow, and if you like turned her a certain way, her eyelid would wink. It was like this weird, freaky,
That is
like
creepy.
Stink eye Barbie.
freaking Barbie.
Oh my God. All right, well, you want to go rent the house, just come up with a couple thou, you can do it. Well, we like to end every show with a woman we're talking about, and today's woman we're talking about is Alicia Miller. Alicia Miller is a compliance officer at the Fayette County Public School System, and she conducts internal investigations, incident reports, and she does all kinds of things to make sure that discrimination and harassment and retaliation aren't happening there. So thank you for that, Alicia. Previous to working at Fayette County Public Schools, she's done a lot of other public service and social work, and she's just out there making sure that the community is a great place to be in, and she is in this year's Leadership Lexington class.
Nice.
She's helping out with the Unsung Heroes Ball as well. So,
That's
Alicia, congratulations. You are a woman we're talking about.
That's a role that's so important these days
Yes,
too.
it is. It
And
is.
so
Absolutely.
big kudos to her.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not forget to nominate your woman we're talking about. We know somebody out there is making a difference in your life. Grandma, aunt, neighbor.
Next door neighbor, yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. It can be somebody who's just really near and dear to your heart. Go to WTVQ.com, click on the nominate link, and let us know. Yeah?
Oh, let's do it.
Do it.
All right, everybody. Thank you. We appreciate having you, Wiley. Thank
I'm happy
you
to be
for
here.
being
Thank you for having me.
Have a great day, y'all.
Bye, everybody.